you supposed to be when you grew up? When I was a kid, the most popular careers were a doctor, lawyer, firefighter, rock star, or a professional athlete. But in reality, those careers combined made up just about 1% of US jobs last year. Dream jobs are rare. I had no idea who I wanted to be. I'm still not sure I figured it out. I couldn't have predicted the story I'm about to tell you, but I have discovered that the path is not a straight line and it's never easy. My first job was stocking shelves with my dad in 1993. I thought $15 a day and free lunch made me rich. Soon after, I worked at a Mexican restaurant with my mom at the age of 14. We worked together for 7 years, which was good and bad at the time. I used to call out real loud across the dining room, "Mom!" And she used to say to me, "Don't say that so loud. I don't want my tables to know I have a kid this old here." I stayed in restaurants through high school and college, earned a 2-year degree in graphic design, and then life and the unimaginable happened. My mother drowned in a car accident in 2002, just 2 weeks after my 21st birthday, and it was devastating. I was lost for a long time after that. Work and starting a career was a very welcome distraction from that reality. In my 20s, I worked many roles building my career in design, photography, and marketing. But in my hometown, I was still bittersweetly known as Brenda's daughter. I needed a new identity to be able to move on. At the age of 26, I made a new identity for myself that no one saw coming, including myself. I became a jet engine mechanic on F-16 fighter jets and joined the 148th Fighter Wing Air National Guard of Duluth, Minnesota. Basic training taught me a new appreciation for how things are. You're violently woke up at the crack of dawn, communicated with by means of shouting all day and night, and sleep deprived is putting it mildly, while expected to physically perform beyond your absolute best. A day or so into that journey, I started to question my sanity and wonder what I was actually thinking in joining the military. But one line stuck with me through the experience. If you tell yourself you shouldn't be here, then you won't make it. But if you tell yourself you belong here, you will. The military was eye-opening and taught me many valuable life lessons. For instance, being the only female in an engine shop of 60 men. After 8 years of being a jet mech, I felt ready for a new direction and moved to the Twin Cities to pursue a bachelor's degree at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design. What I didn't know at first, that I learned very quick, is that joining the Guard means you're choosing a lifestyle of duality. You choose to live 2 lives in one, where you have to find a balance between being civilian and being military. You have your normal life, going to school, going to work, building your career, your family, but you also train regularly as military to be ready to respond to both state and national needs whenever they arise, and boy did they arise. In 2015, I cross-trained into public affairs. PA is the military's voice and lens. It's how we share our mission through stories, images, and facts. This is where I met and befriended Amy Muller, and so many other great service members I won't have the time to get to tell the stories of today. Amy was the first person in the military that I met who ever made me feel like I belonged or was accepted after being in for nearly 9 years. We connected and geeked out over Mac computers and graphic design and how we couldn't believe we had the best job in the military. I only got to work with her for a couple of years, but she made a huge impression. She died in February 2018 of pancreatic cancer linked to burn pit exposure from her deployments. Covering her funeral was one of the hardest things I've done in my career. That same year, I graduated from MCAD and deployed to Kuwait, and life didn't slow down. We saw many state activations for events related to COVID, the unrest after George Floyd's murder, then the Chauvin trial. I bought my first house in 2021, started a master's program in 2022, and then, unexpectedly, I was medically retired from the Guard due to a service-connected disability in 2024. I honestly wasn't ready to be done, and it hit me hard. I wasn't done mentoring, serving, or telling stories. But I had CareerOneStop.org, a role I had started in 2021 after years of struggling to keep steady civilian work. Not so surprisingly, frequent trainings, deployments, and uncertainty about availability created issues in civilian hiring and career advancement for me. For the first time in my entire military career, I had a civilian employer who truly supported that duality. Today, I am Career One Stop's marketing manager, helping people find hope and direction in their own careers. Could you have predicted your own path as a kid? The story I told you is not one I could have predicted or planned for myself. Not all of it was good. I can guarantee you I still struggle every day, as I do live with a disability, and those women are still gone. I failed plenty, but every moment shaped me, and I can't trade the lessons learned. The military has this saying, embrace the suck. Essentially, it means we learn most from our struggles. My struggles are the reasons I've had successes, and why I recognize them when they come.